questions today about when Texas state Democrats who fled the state in protest of a Republican redistricting plan will come home to the Lone Star State. Earlier this week, Democrats said they'll come back if Texas Republicans end a special session and California releases its own redrawn map proposal. California Governor Gavin Newsom unveiled their potential plan Friday, which was already dismissed by Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
For him to be able to get anything passed, he has to have 2/3 of the state agree with him on it. It's a joke. He's posturing for the presidency and doing nothing more than that. He's all talk and no action.
Joining me now is Texas State Representative John Busey III. So thank you for being here, sir. Look, you got your proposal from California. You got national attention, but your governor is not backing down. Yesterday, he called not one but two special sessions in an attempt to get the new map passed and said he's going to keep doing it over and over again. So what happens now?
You know, Governor Greg Abbott has shown he's full of hot air. He has threatened us. He's had his supporters make bomb threats against us. They've come with lawsuits. They've sent police after us, and none of it worked. And so what did he do? He folded. He ended the special session early. He knew none of that would work. We've heard from Republican lawmakers back in Texas, like Brian Harrison, talking about how Greg Abbott is just lying. It's all been bluster. And now we're seeing online that his supporters are realizing that this is a weak man. If he was a strong man, he'd be standing up for the people of Texas. But instead, he's bending the knee for Donald Trump and doing whatever the bidding is from his master in the White House. And this is totally unacceptable. We need Greg Abbott to lead for the people of Texas.
Your colleague, State Rep Ann Johnson, announced she's heading home, writing in part, "I'm returning to Texas to continue the fight from the floor of the House." Is this then the prevailing sentiment among Texas Dems?
Look, I think Texas Democrats are going to keep all options on the table. We're going to continue to have conversations. And most importantly, we're going to continue to fight. What that fight looks like may change from day to day, but we're going to fight. And most importantly, we need the American people to fight back. I'm so proud that Governor Newsom in California are stepping up and answering the call. We need this to happen across all 50 states. This country is worth fighting for, and we have to stop Donald Trump's authoritarian takeover.
So look, as you're mulling over what's happened or what will happen next, when you're talking about what's happened as well, Republicans are ramping up their threats. Let's listen to what the Texas House Speaker just said yesterday after hearing Democrats may return to Texas this weekend before Monday's session. Here it is.
Those who have refused to make quorum, I'm sure you're missing home. Do not think you have permission to return to Texas and enjoy a peaceful weekend before finally showing up to work. DPS will remain active and civil arrest warrants will be reissued. If you are located, you will be compelled to this chamber.
So look, you said you're going to fight, but how concerned are you about this? And are you surprised by the extremes Republicans are willing to reach to end this standoff? And what does the aggressive tenor suggest about passing any bipartisan legislation for Texans?
Look, we're not concerned at all by these threats. They just proved that they folded and they called the special session early because the threats didn't work. Do we miss our families? Absolutely. But you know what's more important than that is protecting the American democracy. And we've got Republicans back in Texas that are not standing up for the people of their state or the people of this country. It's disgraceful. We've got to stop Donald Trump and his authoritarian takeover. Texas Democrats have shown that we are willing to fight. We've lit the match, and now we're seeing that fight continue all across this country. I'm so proud of our efforts up this spot, and we have proven that we are not backing down, and we will continue that fight.
I think you can add a little bit to that classic phrase, don't mess with Texas Democrats.
That's
and take
right.
that one. All right. Thank you very much, Texas State Representative John Busey III. Appreciate your time. Best of luck.